Hey y'all, for this video I'm going to try and keep it a little bit shorter than I usually run my videos and just do a little bit of primitive slash abo flint napping, which pretty much just means I'm going to try and make some stuff out of these rocks using primitive tools. And these is rocks I found the other day on a trip to Del Hollow Lake. Never worked with this stuff. I really don't even know what kind of flint it is. Man, it's beautiful. Try to get something out of that. Make anything out of that, it'd be just beautiful. Materials killer. And this big old piece of solid flint. That's Fort Payne shirt. That's a big one. I'm gonna take that big slab looking thing and try to make something dangerous out of that. And I'm only gonna use these tools here. This is my kit. I've put all this together from antlers that I've found off of deers that I've killed. I think I've got a couple off my stepdad. The beaver hides off my buddy Todd. He trapped and tanned them, so it's my own little kit that I've put together. Big billet, big indirect punch, big long punches, and each kind of got their own specific little use. You can kind of see the difference in how they're all made. Each it's kind of like a common toolbox, and each tool's got its own little use. This is a mallet that I use to hit my punches with for indirect percussion. A braider stone, big river rock I use for a hammer stone on big stuff. A smaller hammer stone, it can be used as an abrader too. But this is my kit I've put together, and I'm going to try and take this stuff and make something cool out of this stuff. Man, it's pretty. So that's a pretty good flake I got out of that stuff. It's kind of even. The rest of it's kind of got like a bad grain, like quartz or something, but I'm gonna see what I can do with this thing. Now I'm gonna try some indirect percussion. Here's what come out of the blue looking stuff. Not the best looking point, but I mean, I'll take it. It looked good in the case. I wouldn't try to put this on a knife or an arrow or anything like this and try to use it. It's just not sharp enough or made well enough for it. It's really hard to flake. Very hard to work with. I would compare it to an unheated agate or an unheated coral or something. Man, it was tough as hell. But they look cool in a display case, so I got something out of it. I was about to get started on this big old piece of Fort Payne shirt, and like looking at this side, that's the way a rock, a big piece of flint or chalk, or to look. You know, maybe it's got some scuffs on it here or there. Normal stuff, right? Normal stuff. There's a lot of lines on this thing that just don't look normal to me. They're natural. And where I found this would have been the main river channel of the Obi River on a long point that went down to the river. It's now part of Del Hollow Lake. And the water's been down, so I was rock hunting and found this and was gonna knap some stuff out of it, some arrowheads or some blades. Man, I just don't know. It just don't look natural to me. And where I found this, you know, sure, could have got scuffed up by, you know, whatever modern machinery or going over it, whatever. But I mean, in places it just looks like that looks like a right angle to me. And maybe I'm looking at this too hard, but I mean, I've got a couple artifacts in my collection that are scrawled like this, little scrawled pieces. One's even an eye with like little lines radiating out from it. So I know they done weird stuff like this. That just, I don't know, that just does not look normal to me. There even looks like another partial square or something. It's weird. So I think I might just keep this and not bust it up. Maybe let somebody that knows for sure take a look at it. I'll move on and find a different rock to work on instead. This is some rhyolite from North Carolina that I traded out of a fella over there, another Flintknapper. Never work with this stuff. Trying to take the hammerstone and crack something out of it that I can use. Flake's pretty sharp. My first point made out of rhyolite. It's decent. Very challenging though. I don't know if I get one made out of that or not. That was tough. Keep trying to knock hinges in it like that. Get them in there. It's hard to get them out. I had to kind of leave that one. But I'm satisfied. I can live with that. Another one for the case. Here's what we end up making today. I'm really satisfied with the results, especially for the type of material it is. It's tough material. This is my first time working with either one, and with elbow tools, it makes it even more difficult. So I'm really pleased. I can't complain. Even put some little side notches in this rhyolite. And I like the color of that and stuff and the look, but I think I'm gonna send that back, mail it back to the feller that I done the trade with that sent me this rock to start with. Me and him's got a lot in common. We both got Etsy stores where we make flint knap stuff and primitive weapons, and both veterans. He's a veteran on shop, so go check him out if y'all get a chance on Etsy. It's Sticks and Stones Trading Company. It's out of North Carolina. It's a real cool guy, and I really appreciate him trading rocks with me, and I'll be sending that piece back to him. But this one's got to be my favorite, just because I found the rock that little rascal come out of. And that material, man, is awesome. Check this out. Translucent, just like a little piece of colored ice or something. I love that. I will be keeping that in the personal stash. There's today's make. And going back to this thing, all the little lines that may be scrawled in it that I think, I wanted to get some stuff out of my collection and let y'all look. These are the only two pieces I have that are scrawled or scratched, whatever you want to call them. This one here kind of freaks me out, and it freaks out about everybody I show. It's kind of like the evil eye or something. And it's pretty weird. It's one of the weirdest artifacts that I own. Maybe the weirdest. And these could be fake. They could be forgeries. But I just feel like for the price I paid for them and knowing the feller that they come from, who's an honest guy, I just feel like these are legit artifacts. And they both even come out of the same field. This one here is like a tally stone. And it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a stone made to keep tally or keep count or something. And see how slick it is on this side from being carried a lot. It's in a pocket or a little pouch or something. So I'm scratching on this side. But that definitely, I mean, you can't, nature does some weird stuff, but it don't do stuff like that. And these tally stones were used for anything from keeping count of how many rows of beans they planted all the way up to how many scalps a warrior took in combat. So that is really cool. But I wanted to get these out and just show y'all some stuff that Native Americans done like that. And I don't know, maybe this is, maybe it ain't. I ain't the best lighting in here. I ain't gonna try to film it much, but these definitely are. And I was afraid to break on that in case it is some kind of primitive drawing or whatever, but and I just love looking at this one here because it's almost like looking at a form of language or something, early language, somebody trying to communicate. But whoever made this knew exactly what they was trying to communicate. And just, it's a trip to sit and figure on what was behind all this and who made it and how many years ago. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that old like button. And feel free to share these videos I make with anybody on social media, any of your friends or anything like that. It really help me out, get some more subscribers. But I really appreciate y'all tuning in, and tune in for the next one, please. See y'all.